The most feared person is Keanu Reeves' assassin, according to John Wick Tease. A reference to Keanu Reeves' character John Wick from the Continental Episode 2 serves to highlight why he ends up becoming the most feared assassin in the world. The entire John Wick franchise revolves around the idea that the boogeyman, also known as the famous Baba Yaga, is an unrivaled assassin. Even though the first film in the series begins up with the titular hitman returning to the criminal underworld after retiring. Even though John Wick Chapter 4 ends with his death, his first spin-off demonstrates that his illustrious past and formidable reputation endure. The Continental, a three-part television series from Peacock, explores the background of Winston Scott's ascent to prominence as the manager of the Continental Hotel in the late 1970s and is set about 40 years before the events in John Wick. The Continental has multiple Easter eggs and allusions to the assassin, even though Keanu Reeves' John Wick isn't mentioned in the show. The Continental Episode 2's conclusion contains what may be the most accurate hint to John Wick's future, a menacing allusion that emphasizes why Keanu Reeves' persona is so dreaded by those in the criminal underground. Lou encounters the orphan master at the end of the Continental Episode 2, who has taken over their Chinatown neighborhood. When Lou receives chicken feet during the meeting, she shares that her grandmother used to hang them outside her door in an attempt to scare away the boogeyman. The orphan master gives the order to affix chicken feet to the door after Lou departs, stating that the boogeyman will be coming. As the boogeyman would eventually come to represent John Wick in the show's world, the line was a foreboding warning that came several years before. The warning from the orphan master may not have been directed at John, but Baba Yaga, played by Keanu Reeves, will undoubtedly arrive. Even though Reeves' character in the franchise's timeline is still many years away from being a highly feared assassin, the Continental's John Wick allusion highlights how powerful the moniker the boogeyman actually is in this world. To ward off such a figure, fearless assassins and crime lords are hanging chicken feet in superstitious ceremonies, proving that in the world of John Wick, living up to this epithet is no easy task. Given how much of a threat he posed to everyone in his society, John took on the persona of Baba Yaga, claiming that no other assassin could match the amount of terror that just hearing his name would evoke. The Continental Episode 2 establishes the future moniker of the franchise's Bowery King in addition to paying homage to John Wick's Baba Yaga nickname. Episode 2 of the Continental reveals that Maisie, a woman, was the head of the Bowery's underground organization prior to the time of Lawrence Fishburne's character in John Wick. Maisie is referred to as the Queenpin of the Criminals, according to Lemmy, a character from the Continental. This seems to be a reference to Maisie's position as the Queen of the Bowery during the prequel series. Naturally, the origins of the moniker Bowery King in John Wick films are set up by Maisie's role as the Bowery Queen in the Continental.